Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm Black and Duck. Welcome to my page. My page for comments and try to keep it down and nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, it's very fucking important. And I'm born to liberals, libertarians, people who believe in God, people who like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Okay, people who can't think outside the box. Now, I heard through the grapevine that Nasheed and Kevin Hart got into a little motherfucking feud or some shit that was written on the Twitter or some shit like that. And Kevin Hart said, "Look at you, nigga. Okay, I have made it very well in my white humorous society." Not realizing that the real legends like Eddie Murphy, Eddie Griffin are far more funnier than his black little ass. He's like a little black leprechaun to me. But I like Tyreek Nasheed. Okay. Kevin Hart is just not funny. He's right with the Tiffany hash and even David Chappelle, too. I'm trying to tell you, motherfuckers, those motherfuckers are, David Chappelle looked like a crackhead again. You know what I'm saying? There you go. Right there. White people love crackheads, okay? Especially black coke crackheads. But listen to what I'm saying here. That's not what this video is about. I'm not going to roast their ass, okay? Because they can roast me, and I give my mold to get in the headset, until I come back and say, I'm a porn star, baby. I make my own porn. This is why But let me tell you something about white humor here. But I don't want to talk about white humor. I want to talk about something else. I want to talk about how to know, because Tyreek was talking about something. And I want to bring this up to all of you people and folks in America who are minorities. If you ever, I lived in a white neighborhood, and if you want to see Kevin Hart, there's these little tiny little munchkin men, okay? But now these days they paint over the color now here, because I've lived in Clearton, Elizabeth, and other areas, okay, where this white supremacists are, okay? As a matter of fact, I met some hillbillies in the woods. I just want you to know there's still racism in America. I mean, people don't believe this, okay? Even there's some jobs that will never hire a black person. I know this, okay? Because they told me, right? Motherfucker, they told me they're racist and they don't hire niggas. But they like my kind type of nigga because I'm a funny motherfucker, right? Okay? Hey, you guys should check this shit. This is so fucking good. Backyard nigga meat. Barbecue meal. Oh man, it's so good. Other than that, let me see. Let me pause this video for a bit so I can finish eating. Yeah. Kevin Hart is not funny. David Chappelle is not funny to me. Jim Carrey is funnier than both of them. And he's white. But understand this. When you get that much money, or you reject that much money, like Dave Chappelle rejected $15 million because he didn't want to wear a dress, you got to compare apples to oranges. Eddie Murphy wore a dress. He played in a movie called Norbit, right? So he was extremely fucking funny. It's not about your morality level. It's about your image, your own personal image. Rappers these days are starting to wear purses and dresses. Nobody gives a fuck about your image when it comes to money. Okay, capitalism rules with an iron fist. You either want to do it or you don't want to do it. Understand this, that since you already, everybody should know who Eddie Murphy is. I can't stand motherfuckers who just say, I'm not gonna wear a dress. To me, how much would it cost me to be paid to wear a dress? It depends on what it is. I'm just an actor. If you have to care that much of how other people think about you, that says a lot about your character. If you have to get paid a certain amount of money just to act a certain way, that says a lot about your character too as well, right? So please, guys, don't let society dictate who the fuck you are. You understand racism still exists in America. Also systematic racism. Also racism. I live in Washington, PA. So I've been called nigga twice out here. And I'm like, hey, they say nigga. That's the cracker. White women love me. Not because I'm not short. I say I'm 5'7" now. But that would be considered short. But I think Kevin Hart is like 5'4", I think it is. understand this. You gotta stop thinking what other people think of you. And I just had that discussion with my brothers. I said that everyone has a limit and a tolerance level, and I think it's good to test those tolerance levels out. Like testing women. Okay, everybody's insecure about something, baby. I don't care how you twist it. You're gonna be insecure about something. Something you're gonna be insecure about. But you shouldn't allow people to dictate to you who the fuck you are. So I dig Tariq Nasheed. But remember, Tariq Nasheed was never a pimp. He never was a gigolo. And he probably never had no menage a trois like I have. He's not like Brother Polite either. But understand this. He's a comedian to me. Tariq Nasheed is funny. Okay, he had a hairline just like I do. I got a hairline. He got to paint his shit on. I don't have to paint mine. Okay. You can see how alpha I am compared to him. But I like his approach on how the hidden colors and all that shit. I love that shit because he's being very articulate with himself, very constructive, and creative. But tell me, if I have to pay money for something I can get for free, I wouldn't pay. Okay. But for me to get a studio to make my ass live, you gonna pay, okay? Because my ass is crazy, right? And I talk about more hardcore facts than he does. But I like his facts too. A lot of times when he used to have a radio show, in his book, I read his books. I love his book, The Art of Mac, and I love those books. He bust the groove, and you could see how fake he was when he said it was all satire. I said, how dare you disrespect yourself, man? How dare you go in the air and talk to these crackers on the internet? Talk on, say, oh, that's satire. I can't believe he said that. I said, yo, it sounds like he actually lived a fucking life. But listen, if I got popular, I would just stick to myself. I would be myself. I would not change for society. No. And that's the greatest thing about yourself. Not changing. I don't hate nobody. I'm just calling it like it is. And what they told me. And did I tell you my perspective? Everything is subjective. But I would never retract something that I've written and say it's satire. But you could take what I say satire. That's what I always say to people. I say, hey, you can take it with a grain of salt. Yo, you don't have to take it with a grain of salt. You can take it as satire or whatever you want. This is my perspective. I don't portray my image like that as satire. I'm the real McCoy, baby. I'm all sorts of shit. I'm all over the place. I'm fucking special. And you're special too. So, if you're the type of person who like Kevin Hart humor, then I understand what type of person you are. Okay? You're a racist. You're a goddamn racist. What about Medea? What about Tyler Perry? I like Tyler Perry's shit. He wore a dress. Nobody look at him as a woman. Okay. But it's all about your self-image, not about no one else's. If somebody offered me $10 million or $5 million to dress as a girl, I would do it. And it's only temporary. It's not forever. Nobody gonna remember me, but it's gonna be my money that I ain't gotta worry about. Fuck that. I don't really like socializing, but I'll go on the set one time. Then they'll want me to come back, pay me another $5,000. Then I'll be popular that way. Then I'll tell people the truth. That's not my character. You know that's not my character. But you know how liberals are. You know, liberals will automatically assume that that person really acts like that in real life. Get the chance to know people before you do that, man. Don't listen to liberals. Fuck a liberal. A liberal is someone who judges you while even asking you any questions. Okay? I think it's wise to be smart, to be yourself. But that's what everybody wants. They should be like that. But liberals will contradict themselves. They'll say, "Oh, be yourself." Next thing you know, you do be yourself, and be like, no, you should, no, don't act like that. You just told me to be myself, motherfucker, okay? But that's all I really wanted to say, okay, about Kevin Hart and that. Kevin Hart and because you know Nasheed is definitely funnier than fucking Kevin Hart too. Peace.